Hi, I'm Sharon. I'll be 60 in about, oh my goodness, about 2.5 months. And some people ask me about my beauty routine, and I think it's maybe just got some good DNA from my mom because she didn't wrinkle until she was about 80. But I'll show you what I use, and maybe what I use will be something that's right for you. So I keep things really simple because I move fast. I'm kind of in a hurry. A washcloth and water on my face, morning and evening. Just washcloth and warm water, and I use the washcloth to exfoliate, get off the dead skin cells. That's especially important right around here, where any place where there are creases, you need to just rub, not hard, but maybe just a little bit more, because that's where dead skin cells can build up just a little bit. And to take off the mascara, which I do wear a lot of, I use plain old ordinary baby oil, like the liquidy kind, not the kind that's like white, but the kind that comes in a bottle about so big, and it's just pure, clear baby oil liquid. One bottle will last me maybe a year or more, and I just put a little bit on the washcloth and just rub it on my eyelashes when I'm taking a shower, and get the mascara off that way. As far as the other products go, good stuff like fruits and vegetables, and I do put some collagen powder, like grass-fed bovine collagen, in my smoothies in the morning. It's a processed food, but I don't know how else to get extra collagen. Maybe somebody can let me know. So let me show you what products I use on a daily basis. Right now I have hardly any makeup on because I've been going all day long. So what you see here is just the remnants of what I put on this morning. But I most definitely double mascara. Maybe I'll do a demonstration of how I put things on another time, but now this is just kind of a whim thing, so I'm just showing you what products I use. So, inexpensive stuff. Great Lash Maybelline. This one, and it has to be waterproof. The stuff that's not waterproof doesn't stay on. I use this kind of like as a foundation, just to like actually have some eyelashes for Maybelline Falsies mascara to actually stick to. And this one is, of course, also waterproof. And I put on a layer and let it dry, and then put on another layer and let it dry again. One of the important things that I do is I don't use black mascara. I use brownish black, because black mascara will tend to make the eyes look smaller. If you want to make your eyes look larger without having to use a lot of eyeliner and a lot of goo around your eyes, if you use a brownish black or the lightest color that's right for you, your eye will appear more open. Also, actually, before I apply the mascara, I typically put on Neutrogena. Let me see if I can get the label where it can be seen. So this is Neutrogena caffeine. Let me see what this says. I'm going to have to put on the other glasses to see this one. I saw it just a minute ago. I should have written it down. Well, this is some kind of Neutrogena under eye stuff. And when I wake up in the morning, sometimes my eyes are kind of puffy. So I'll put a little bit right here and some under here, like before I do my morning reading. and that kind of soaks in and unpuffs my eyes so that when I'm ready to put on the makeup, my eyes are ready for makeup. Now, if I take off these glasses, you'll see that I tend to get these little marks on the side of my nose. So I have to switch out between contacts and glasses. And one of the things that I've noticed actually heals those little, they're basically little injuries from my glasses. One of the things that heals the little injuries is a product from IT Cosmetics that I got at the Ulta store. I don't know if they sell it at Sephora, but it's called Bye Bye Dark Spots. This is from IT Cosmetics. And I usually put this on a daily basis, or maybe sometimes at night before I go to sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, the dark spots are definitely less noticeable. If I'm going to be doing something on camera without, the glasses covering up, if I'm wearing the contacts, and I'm going to be doing something on camera, I might add IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye as well to give more coverage. Now, I usually don't wear blush. I normally don't wear eyeshadow unless it's like a super special occasion, and I don't typically have too many of those, but I do wear eyebrow pencil. Otherwise, my eyebrows are practically invisible except for the wild hairs that I'd rather not have, okay? So I like this eyebrow pencil from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I think this time I bought a color that might be a little bit too dark, but I can get away with this color or the one that's just a tad lighter. And it's kind of a soft tip, so it doesn't like hurt when I'm drawing on eyebrows in the morning. So my next product on my favorites list is Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Aging Perfector. And I don't know that any product is really a perfector, but this one has all of the anti-aging ingredients, and it's light. It's not heavy. Some foundations are kind of like glue, and this one is just light. I can hardly feel it. It's got sunscreen, so if I know if I'm going to be out in the sun or if I'm going to be driving, I'll have a sunscreen on to protect my skin. And this is basically my go-to everyday foundation. Another foundation that I happen to like is by IT Cosmetics, and it has all the right anti-aging ingredients in it, but it's just a little bit too heavy. So if I'm going to be working on camera, I like to mix them together. We can have brand loyalty and mix them together because some brands are better than others, and you just have to combine them to get what you really need. So I'll put maybe 2 drops of this to maybe 3 to 5 drops of this. And I mix them to get the exact right color and the exact right consistency. And then just spread that all over the face, make certain that I get under the jawline, back into just barely into the hairline on the parts of the ears that are exposed, and blend it well under here. And that way, this IT Cosmetics CC Anti-Aging, this one really has the staying power, but it's just a little bit too heavy. So when I combine the two, I get the lightness of the Neutrogena Anti-Aging and the staying power of IT Cosmetics, which I really, really like. Okay, now let's go to the teeth. Mine happen to be crooked. Maybe next year I'll get some orthodontia and start to address that issue, but for now they're crooked and I just have to work on keeping them white. I do use a whitening toothpaste and an electric toothbrush and just really go at it. Not that I hurt myself, but if I don't keep them white, it just kind of emphasizes that ugly kind of a look, which I don't like. Okay, now this is my final beauty product. This is Maybelline Superstay Lip Crayon. And for me, this is a really good product. And I just happen to keep 3 colors of these. One is a little more pink, one's a little more reddish rose, and another one is a little more burgundy. But at any given time, I'll have at least 3 of these on hand. And the great thing is it's kind of like an eyeliner and lipstick all at once. You know, the old-fashioned lipsticks that were just, they're too wide, they're too clunky, and you can end up looking like a clown. So with this, the tip can get a little worn out and rounded, but that's not such a big deal because it's still pretty slender compared to a standard lipstick. But if you look at the very end, it comes with a sharpener. So when you need to get it pointy again, you just sharpen it. I won't do that now because I'm sitting at my desk and I don't need lipsticks on the papers that you can't see right here because I tend to keep my desk a little messy. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that back in. So those are my products. Maybe another day in the future when I've got my contacts already in, I'll put it on and show you my before and after. It's kind of like scary and not quite so scary. God bless you. Have a great day and appreciate you the way that you are.